How's it, gaming? I'm PhilInTheBlanks, and welcome back to Turnabout Big Top. This is our first day at court, December 29th, like right before New Year's. And, ooh, Max is not looking good. He's looking very nervous. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. Well, that's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie! What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I like how he's at least willing to share the spotlight a little bit here. I can see it now, the dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously? Oh, Nick, you have illusions of grandeur, don't do it. 10 a.m. Man, they start these things promptly, don't they? Right on the dot. There's Francesca, we haven't seen her in a while. And now the case of one... ... What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry, I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. I guess that makes sense, like, in real life, obviously he'd go by his legal name, but for the sake of the game maintaining its story and you knowing blah blah blah, it makes sense to call him Maximilian Galactica, so nice reasoning, I guess. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that's to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right? Eh? Are you Canadian now, Phoenix? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. Yes, that's true. The last case, was her first appearance in the series, and it was all about spirit channeling and stuff, which she actually knows about, but the judge is kind of stupidly not understanding what's happening. It did not count, do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. Yeah, that's a whole different story. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. You didn't even talk about the case! The judge is like, okay, sure, I don't give a crap. Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up here now! Poor Gumshoe. He really didn't do a whole lot in the investigation stage at this point of the case. It's surprising. He usually does a little bit more. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Here we go. Details of the events. Finally, we haven't gotten a lot of info from the actual murder, really. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. Question of the day, you got snow yet? We had 1 day of snow, not a whole lot, but it disappeared by the end of the day, which was fairly early. The last few years, we haven't been getting snow in November, which is, yeah, I think this is going up in November as well, is why I'm recording it. But usually by mid-December is when we really get our snow, so. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The moida itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Ooh, no thanks. I see, he was beaten to death. Here is the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. Time of death, 10:15 p.m. Cause, blunt force trauma to the back of the head. A blunt object, Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. The usual, let's press on some stuff. The night of the crime, snow was falling in 9:40. It was extremely cold. I don't think we'll get much out of that, but I usually like to press everything, so... Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until this time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. That is not a lot of snow for me, a Canadian. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Oh yeah, in the American version of these games, doesn't this technically take place in Los Angeles? And I'm very stupid. I don't know much about the States. They don't get snow in Los Angeles, right? Like, that's a very weird thing, right? Maybe, like, what's the northernmost part of California? Would they then? I don't know. If anyone can tell me, that'd be kind of a fun thing to learn for me. The snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more than this. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? Okay. Didn't get a lot out of that. But it looked like, what's his face? Phoenix was really specific about that. So take a look at that picture again. Do I not have the picture? There we go. Right. Yeah, and he died after the snow ended. Am I missing something here? Oh, well, doesn't really matter. All the circus performers were, let's see, Casey maybe mistakenly, maybe someone else wasn't there. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, and I almost forgot, Regin the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Oh, poor Gumshoe. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after the proceedings. Okay, nothing there. Press session broke around 10 p.m. That doesn't sound like there'd be much there. Where itself took place in front of the... what happened in between those 15 minutes? Maybe we can find out. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us about... whoop, that one by itself. This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? Wow, really nothing there. Victim was found bent over a wooden box. Yeah, we still don't know what's in the wooden box. A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying that wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? Sorry, the judge and Gumshoe sometimes sound alike to me when I do the voice. It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Wooden box to shreds, you say. The victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. Oh, dang, okay. About the wooden box, about the lock, what about the contents? Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox, so we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Oh, weird. Bottle? What is that, detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. A condiment bottle? What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? That's so random. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in that huge box? I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Oh, dang, okay. A small seasoning bottle found inside the wooden box that victim was hunched over. It contains pepper. Okay. Cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Thanks, Gumshoe. Oh, is that... Okay, I guess I didn't have to present anything. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. I love you, Gumshoe. Wow, we got very little of them for this case. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Ms. Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. You think, Phoenix? There's nothing... That's kind of a weird statement. You know exactly what that is. It's not like it's a different name or anything. I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. Oh, God. I mean, we did... oh, there he is. We did talk to a parrot in one case, so you never know with this game. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Trilo Quist. I'm employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Me. The world of... I'm not singing again. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocent. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? He had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics, they leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up! Just look at your nose. You'd think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting tested. Oh, I hate when it goes by itself. You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Yeah, that's true. This is going to be basically a kangaroo court at this point. It's very much just ridiculous witness after ridiculous witness. What you witnessed. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. Clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. Oh. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. That's simple enough, I guess. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that? Without a doubt. He had on a silk hat, cloak, and that dumb white roses on his chest. How could he mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why is that? Here's absolute proof. A silk hat? This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Okay, I mean, the clown could not have possibly worn a hat, as it's against the clown credo. Like, it's such a silly idea that that's the evidence you have. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. I mean, not really. That's garbage. That is garbage logic. For a garbage lawyer. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? I say you're garbage. Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Well, here we go. What you witnessed. So my whole thing on this, from what I saw from this, is that he was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Because that's not proof. So I want to press him on that. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? Ah, there we go. There is proof that it was... there is no proof that it was Max. Ben only saw Max. There's no proof that it was Max. Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian in Galactica. Hey, you still don't get it, do ya? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Great, I'm getting shut down by a toy. Oh, I thought I was going to lose some health there. Oh, there was another choice there. Let's go back. So we all agree that he dressed like Max. That's not proof to me, though. Ben only saw Max? That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? Oh, right! Because he went back with, Russell. With the ringmaster, because they went to talk. I totally forgot about that. Thank you, Phoenix, for reminding me. What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? Russell. Yeah. Russell Berry. That's the victim. That's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Aha! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. That's true. We can't talk to the victim because he's dead, and really that's just the accused story, so it's like, it's not airtight, really. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? Ah, I see. It seems that at this stage, I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Yes, he would. The girl. Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Okay, ooh. Left with stay. Once we ditched him and went to the plaza, that's when I saw Max. We did not be the killer. Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been... Hey, what time was it? I think it was around... I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Because, I mean, that's stupid. Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories. Whoa. That didn't sound like Phoenix. Was that a different voice? That sounded like Apollo from, like, a different game. Maybe that was just me. I don't know. That sounded weird. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on to something. Mr. Phoenix, Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? He was waiting for Regina. So he was going to ask her to marry me. Marry her. I think that was why the ring was there, too. Alright, Regina Berry. Yeah, he sounds different. Do I have the option set to something? Sound settings. Where is there not a... Whoops. Ugh. Can I not change the data, the language when I'm in there? Oh, whatever. Not a big deal. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Oh, geez, he exploded. You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw, don't you forget it. Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Alright. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah! I mean, that's really speculatory. Speculative? What did you say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max. And damn it, stop going by itself. There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain. Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was. I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? How old is Regina? Lock this man up. What's the matter? You think the humans have a monopoly on marriage? That the matter of a puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge? I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. And we'll see what he has to say next time. I'm PhilInTheBlanks. See you next level. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.